Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. If you're joining in for the first time, welcome to the family. Please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me today. We're going to be talking about dating in your 30s and also dating after divorce. Ooh, I hope you have time. But I'm going to try to break it down and just share with you my story or my experience regarding dating in your 30s and also dating after divorce. There's a video that I posted a couple of months, a couple of months ago, where I was sharing the shortest relationship that I've ever been into. And that was quite funny, but I would not want to call it a relationship. I don't think something that has only lasted for like a week is a relationship, but there's a lot that happened in that week, which for me felt like something that was worth sharing, and it was like hilarious, you know. So I'm gonna leave a link to that video in the description box down below, so that if you've not watched my shortest relationship, you're gonna laugh. I promise you that much, but you're gonna enjoy it at the same time, because that video actually talks a lot about the type of men that I'm attracting these days, because I feel like the pack of men that I'm attracting these days is completely different to the type of people that I used to attract in the past. And it's quite exciting that I'm able to attract a certain type now, but at the same time it's quite scary, because there's the premium men that I'm attracting and the premium trash that I'm attracting. And I'm just gonna tell you about these two people that I'm attracting these days. And yeah. Okay, so number one, I attract men who think that I have money. Hey, if my bank balance had ears, it was gonna be laughing at me right now, because my bank balance does not know what's happening on my phone. I attract people who, some of them are actually older than me, some of them are my age, but because of the way that I speak and the way that I carry myself, they think I'm older than them, so they think I have money to give to them. So like literally imagine a sugar mama of my age, and I'm being a sugar mama to somebody who's actually my age or older than me. So a lot of people would approach me and tell me their money problems, you know. I once had to break up with a guy that I dated for like a couple of months, simply because like from the beginning of the relationship, nobody was contributing towards any other person financially, you know, because I don't even understand how that happened. But that guy just could not even buy anything when we were together, and I would not buy anything, you know. And for some reason I feel like, because some of these people actually watch my content a lot, they think that I'm still the same person that I used to be in the past, where I just am giving like that financially. And unfortunately they came way too late. They came after I had woken up, and I'm not even gonna spend a cent on a man, no matter how sad. Okay, let me not lie. Okay, I'll never spend a cent on a man the same way that I used to before, because I feel like I can still spend a cent on a man, my man, when circumstances really force me to do that, right? But spend on a man the same way that I used to do before, no, I'm not gonna do that. Me give a man my card so that he can swipe and then make it seem like it's his money, no, I'm not gonna do that. Me pay things, bail a man out because he's reckless with his money, no, I'm not gonna do that. There's a lot of things that I'm not gonna do when it comes to me just spending my money on a man. And I feel like there are some things that I'm willing to do when it comes to spending my money on a man. Like let's say for example, me and my man, we are in a business together, or I need to bail him out, and I have money that he contributed to that money that I have. Yeah, then obviously me helping him out is me giving him his money back, or me giving him money that I know that he will return back to me, right? So yeah, I still attract people who want to, use me because they think I have a lot of money, and unfortunately I don't have a lot of money, guys. Newsflash, don't have money. I look like I do, but I don't. And also I attract people who want to take me all the way back to where I was, and they annoy me so much. People who would be like, I used to like you the time when you used to sing at church, you used to be decently dressed and just praise the Lord, and just be cooking. I used to love your cooking content. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my cooking content and everything, but I don't need a man to take me back to where I used to be or what I used to be before, just so that they can get the benefit of me being that gullible. You get what I'm saying? Because some people feel like, okay, yeah, we understand why you got divorced in the first place, but be stupid one more time for me. Yeah, be stupid one more time. I'll make sure that I will appreciate your stupidity. And that's the vibe that I get. But anyway, unfortunately, that woman that people want me to go back to being stupid for the last time, for them to just benefit from that, she's not coming. She's not coming, unfortunately. And now, the other type of people that I now attract, now we're talking about the premium garbage, right? I attract narcissists, the worst. And I think this one time when I had a conversation with my therapist about narcissistic people, she was telling me that, listen, the reason why you attract narcissists is because you are strong. Narcissistic people don't go for weak people. You may think that a man who is overpowering you and is treating you like trash, they're doing all of those things because you are weak. No, they're doing that because you are strong. And they want to break you down until they finish you. And when you are done, and there's nothing left, that's when they leave. But when you start picking yourself up and you build yourself up again, that's when they come back. Because what they want is not the weak version of you, but they want the strong version of you. Meaning that if you now rebuild your strength and now you're standing on your feet again and everything, that's what they ordered. That's what they're going to come back for. So every time when you are down and out and you are weak and you are just, you've hit rock bottom, they're going to run away because they're not about that life. Okay? So because of that reason, you will attract a lot of narcissists if you're a strong person, because they really want to feed off of your strength until they finish you. And the reason why I'm saying that right now, I feel like I attract the worst type of narcissists is simply because my strength is on a pedestal now. I'm one person that I can tell you now confidently, I'm titanium, bulletproof, strong. You're not gonna break me. I double dare you to break me. You can try, but I'm not gonna break. No. And when I say I'm not gonna break, I'm not saying that I'm not an emotional being. I don't cry, I don't love, I don't get hurt, I don't do this and that. No. But one thing I will do is bounce back. I will bounce back. Trust and believe I will bounce back. Anyway, so I attract a lot of people who feel like, okay, they wanna feed from my strength. And there are some people who think that I'm some sort of like leader of the pack. Yeah, you are the leader of the pack. You're the one who is misleading women. You're the one who's like, you pretend as if you're the strong one. They're looking at you. They're listening to you. They take what you say. So I want you. Because when I have you, I have the leader of the pack. I'm going to break the leader of the pack. Meaning that all these other women, they are nothing because I would have had the leader of the pack. That's the type of toxic people that I attract, who just want to feed what they feel like it's power, which I think it's imaginary anyway. They feel like I have some sort of like power that they need to feed from for them to be strong and, feed their ego. So that's why I feel like, okay, this is the reason why I attract this type of narcissistic people. And the one person that I once had an interaction with is a guy that watched my content a lot. And after watching a whole lot of my content, he then made sure he does his homework. He made sure that he love bombs me, financially. He does a whole lot of things for me, And in return, he expected me to just worship the ground that he walks on, because I did all the things that your ex couldn't do. What he did was that he went and he watched all the videos, my story times about me losing my house, how that happened and all that stuff. And then he felt like, okay, that part that actually got this marriage to come to an end, that's the part that I'm actually going to cover. That's what I'm going to do for her so that I get her. So if I can do this part, obviously she will appreciate me, because that's the one thing that she never got from a previous relationship. But what that person did not understand is that it's not just a one thing, that part that actually caused, because I used to say this a lot in my videos in the past, where I would talk about, this whole 80-20 rule. It's very tricky, because with me, I feel like I really did apply the 80-20 rule when I got married, but the 80 was there, but my downfall was because of the 20. One of the things that I felt like it was something so small, like finances. I mean, hey, as long as I'm working, you are working, we can always work this whole financial thing out, and we can work our things out, as long as there's an income, as long as the income is coming, then we can work it out. Until I was drowning, So that's why I'm saying that the 80 was intact, but the 20 is what was destroying me. So now I feel like, because the 80-20 rule thing is actually a scam, I'm not going to apply that in my life. I'm never applying that in my life. I'm just going to do what I feel like it's right and it's working for me, regardless of the rules. And also acknowledging that nobody's perfect. But if there's one thing that I'm not going to do, is to put an 80-20 rule on something that might backfire, And I always say that, with what I have experienced, I feel like, because I meet new people every day who do different things, it's very possible for somebody to actually get married and get divorced so many times, because when you now want to have this checklist of you just making sure that you don't repeat the same mistakes that you did in the past, you find that this new person has a new set of mad that is completely different from the type of mad that you saw in the past. And you're thinking, I have a list, I have this experience, but these two things are not working out. What I'm seeing right now is completely different to what I've seen in the past, So for me, I feel like, no, I'm not taking any lessons from previous relationship to the next relationship or anything like that. But also, I feel like the experience helps. It helps in the sense that, honestly speaking, when a relationship has run its course, it has run its course. When a relationship is not working out, you can tell that it's not going to work out. But a lot of us are so in denial, especially as Christians. You're so in denial that you feel like, no, there has to be, something must just give, something must just give. And if nothing is giving, you feel like, okay, no, that means that we must be bewitched, the devil is a liar, And I feel like that's one thing that is it an advantage or a luxury for me to know that I've reached a point in my life where I know for sure that absolutely nothing is going to be forced from this side, Everything just has to be effortless. Everything just has to make sense. Like, even if I say right now I'm choosing a guy, and we're together, if I say I'm going to choose you and stay with you, I'm going to stay with you because I choose. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to choose to stay with you. Not because, you know what, I signed this thing and now this thing is binding me and whatever, But one thing that being, I don't know if it's being divorced or being over 30, I don't know, one of the two. But going back to the premium garbage now, guys, I'm way past the stage where somebody would want to say to me, I want to marry you, and they think that's a pickup line. You want to marry me? That's a pickup line? No, it's not. It's not a pickup line, because in all honesty, marriage sometimes is overrated. It really is sometimes. And people don't even understand what they are saying when they say, I do, I do, I do. You would think that somebody really wants to make a marriage work because they really want to spend forever with you. Can't you know, they just want to park you there and then go live their best lives. And you who's been parked, you are the one person who is actually taking this marriage very seriously, but the person that you married to is not even taking it that seriously. You know why? Because they understand that it's not that deep. And you are here deep. You're here fasting and praying and all that stuff for something that for other people is not even that deep. And I understand where we are coming from as women, because I mean, we have been groomed from a young age to become wife material. A boy child sleeps, a girl child must wake up and cook and clean and this and that. And from time to time, you'll hear your elders throwing things like, who's gonna marry you if you can't cook? Who's gonna marry you if you can't clean? Who's gonna marry you if you can't do this and that? But nobody ever tells a boy child to say, whose child are you gonna marry if you can't make money? Whose child are you gonna marry? No. And that thing, what it does for us is that we grow up with this mentality that at some point in my life, I have to become somebody's wife, because, I mean, I put in the work. I practice all my life to become somebody's wife. So for all that practice to go to waste, no, it should not go to waste. I need to be somebody's wife. So meaning that whoever that says they want to marry you, it's done. Listen, you will lick their feet because they said they will marry you. Then finally, at long last, you get to practice all the things you were taught as a child to become somebody's wife. Yeah, I think that is one of the reasons why we take marriage more seriously than the other people, because we need to now practice the things that we were taught as children or growing up as young adults, you know. And when that does not work out, we feel like, no, it has to work out. According to how I was taught, marriage must work out. As a woman, you must hang in there for it to work out. And by the time you realize that actually, no, it's not going to work out, the damage that has been done is so excruciating, it's really deep, it's really bad. And now you have to put in more work to get out of that mess. So, yeah, for me, in actual fact, it's a turn off when somebody says to me, yeah, I want to take you home to my mother, you know, I want to make you my wife. No, why do you want to make me your wife? Do you need a wife at this point in your life? Or you just want to please me and make me commit to you because you are promising me that you're going to wife me? You know, you need to be in need of a wife, or you need to have a reason why you want a wife. Is it a business transaction? Is it because, why? Why are we getting married? Give me a reason why we're getting married and we'll do it. But this thing of us just saying we'll get married because me as a girl child, I've always wanted to get married. I've been groomed to get married. You as a boy child, you need to marry somebody to secure that, and then you make them sit there at home, and then you go live your best life. So make sure you must lock them up, you know, because if you don't marry them, they're not gonna tolerate your shit from you not being married to them. They're gonna leave you. But if you marry them, then they will actually see that as you being serious. Then they will take all your nonsense, you know. There was once a guy that I was chatting with. I didn't even go that far, guys. That's one of the things that comes with, I don't know whether it comes with being 30 or it comes with being divorced, but I can cut crap from like the get-go. Like if I can tell, oh, this conversation is crappy, this person is not even gonna give me anything, or there's nothing here, I just cut. You know, I'm very quick to cut. So it doesn't even have to get to be like long before I can actually say, okay, no, I'm done here. No, there's nothing here for me. Let me just move on to the next one. There's a guy who once said to me, and we're chatting, and this guy, there's one thing that I hate actually. I hate people who make promises and they don't keep them. I'm very big on promises, you know. That's one of the reasons why I never make promises to people that I know that I'm not going to keep. And if I make a promise, I stress a lot because I need to keep that promise. So if you're one of those people that maybe like you make a promise, I'll do this, and you don't do it, for me, that's a strike. You do this, you say I'll do this, you don't do this, it's a strike. And it being a strike, it's a turn off, you know. In as much as I'm very lenient and I'm patient and I give people the benefit of the doubt, but for me, telling me you'll do something and not doing it is such a big deal, you know. So I was chatting with somebody who would do that a lot, you know. Okay, I'll come and see you, or I will do this, I will do that, and then they would not do it, right? But that was not even the deal breaker for me. The deal breaker was when, on top of you saying you'll do something and not doing it, you then say to me, yo, you know what, my mom would love you. You know, I can't wait to take you home to my mom. My mom would love you. I'm trying to imagine and picture just the conversation between you and my mom. I'm like, hey, bruh, I don't give a damn about your mom. Like, you can't even boyfriend. So what do you think your mom is going to do? What is your mom going to fix? How's your mom loving me, or you imagining me and your mom getting along, cooking and baking together, going to make you behave better and treat me better and just commit to something and do it, you know? So don't tell me about your mom. For me, that thing is not enticing anymore. And I feel like it's so sad because for a lot of people that use that as a hook, it's so difficult. Because how are you going to hook somebody who's not impressed by my mama? You mention your mom and I'm turned off. I'm like, okay, can we work on us? So that whether your mom likes me or not, it should not affect me. Because I'm not here for your mom. Yes, I will love her. I'll appreciate her. I love people. But I'm not here for your mom. I'm here for you. Your mom is just an extra. Okay? So yeah, because of that, I feel like a lot of people don't have game. And also another thing is, I don't blame people who don't know how to, hook a girl like that. Because in as much as we as women have been prepared subconsciously to just be wife material, to work towards being somebody's wife, men as well have been taught to believe that, listen, all you have to do is marry a woman, You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be a healed child. You don't have to be emotionally intelligent. You don't have to be anything. You just have to be willing to marry her. She will love you. She will appreciate you, So that for me is such a turn off, because you can't be all of that, but you still have no idea how to please a woman. You want to please me by saying you'll take me to your mom. No, nah. Okay, I think I'm done with the premium garbage. I'm gonna talk about the premium quality man. Oh my gosh. Ooh. And the thing is, right, this is such a new thing for me, and I'm enjoying it so much. But at the same time, this is one of the reasons why I feel like, one could really get married and get divorced for the second time, because learning new things, new ways, being attracted to a new type of men, you don't know what tomorrow holds, you don't know what tomorrow holds. They could be even worse than the type that you were attracted to in the past. But hey, listen, we move. It's whatever. It's life. So the type of people that I'm attracted, this is probably one of the reasons why I'll never get back to any of my exes. No offense to all my good exes, because I know that I have dated good people in the past. Some of them we broke up because we were too young, or just the circumstances or whatever. But majority of the things that I felt like were attractions were actually my trauma bonds crying loud, like me just wanting to do things for people all the time and stuff like that, and me being able to date somebody that would just take advantage of that. For them, they would look at me and say somebody who's so giving and whatever and selfless, but it was not my selflessness which was crying out loud. It was my trauma bonds of being of feeling like I was abandoned as a child. So we're not about that anymore, unfortunately. We have healed from what do you call this thing, people pleasing. Yeah, we're working on healing from people pleasing. So because of that, unfortunately, people that I used to ride with before don't qualify anymore. Because if you're gonna be needy towards me, especially when it comes to just you thinking that I'm your mom, then unfortunately, no, we're not doing that. So that's why I'm saying that I can't attract the same type of people that I used to attract in the past. But I'm loving the premium men that I'm attracted to now, because as much as I'm saying that this is what is my type now, I'm also attracting those people, the people that are not intimidated by a woman. Like if you're not intimidated by a strong woman, and because for some people, when you are vocal like me and you are bold and you're courageous and everything, it is such a turn on, it is such a turn on that somebody would want to say, listen, I like my woman strong and confident and genuinely, Not you are liking all of that because you want to feel like when you are now superior to this person who is like strong, that means that it's a confirmation or an affirmation to say you are also strong. No, you have your own strength, you have your own things, but your attraction is just a woman who is confident and is strong and has got her life in order and her house in order. That is my type, you know. And if you're not intimidated by such a woman, and what else? Oh yeah, this is the most important thing, right? This is very, very important, guys. I was even sharing this with my sisters, Millicent and Innocent, when we were in Kenya, just in passing though, that, you know, guys, you would think that, because they were asking me, how, no matter what type of a man are you going to be married to, you know, like you, I wonder, or no way, how strong must he be, because like you are a force, you know. And I said, guys, I'm attracted to quiet guys. Like my man has to be gentle, very gentle, because we can't be competing to talk, you know. I need an emotionally intelligent person, a person that would say, when I'm saying, they'll be like, okay, what was the reason? Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, I don't like what you did. Okay, this is not how we're gonna be doing things here. This is how we actually gonna be doing things here. That's the type of people that I want. Like, no matter how loud I can be, or no matter how whatever I can be, if you're just gonna be sitting here like, no man, I'm chilled. You can come and talk to me, or let's sit down and talk. That's the type. That is the one. And with all of that with me, I've actually made peace. I've made peace with the fact that I can never be with a man who has like a whole lot of money. I feel like the only man that I would be with who has a whole lot of money is a man that maybe we build together, and not together like, hey guys, no, not that type of together that you're thinking about. We'll be fucking money out and trying to invest into some. No, I'm growing, he's growing, we're all growing, you know. We are all growing, everybody's growing. If we have kids, we are doing things and they're benefiting our kids. Awesome, you know. Because going back to the garbage, premium garbage, remember I said that there's a guy that thought that he's gonna come and compensate for the 20, because the 80 that I had, the 20 was the thing that actually caused my divorce. Then he would now come throw money at me. He studied my content and he's like, okay, this woman is like this. Then he came acting like he understands, he's emotionally intelligent, he knows therapy, he knows this. Only to find out this man is so broken. He's way broken beyond repair, you know. He's so angry, you know. And he thought that because I was crying for financial abuse, then if he then buys me stuff, then he's gonna shut me up and then treat me like trash. You know, I don't want to go into detail about that thing that I had, because when I go into detail, a lot of people are gonna know what I'm talking about, because a lot of people know. Yeah. So I don't want to be too detailed about that, but I ended up in a situationship where somebody really thought that because they're doing things for me, then I must worship the ground that they walk on. Immediately, you know that feeling where, you know that situation where somebody gives you 5 rand, and then after giving you 5 rand, they'll be like, yeah, who's your daddy now? Yeah, lick my feet now. Yeah. So I met somebody who used to do that, you know. And me being that person that I am, I was just so full of shit. Even when I have your 5 rand in my hand, I'm like, yes, the 5 rand is here, but you don't get to tell me that nonsense that you're telling me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that. Like I would tell him straight up, listen, dude, I think you're on the wrong side of dating. If you think you're gonna have a woman like me bowing down to you because you gave me 5 rands, then definitely you need to go a little bit lower than that. Okay, you need to go find your type and date them and give them money, then you can just wipe your feet with them, because you're not going to do that with me. And the guy was like so shocked to say, how? So what is it going to take? And he used to say I'm disrespectful a lot. He would say a lot of things and also swear, but when I now want to return the favor, I'd be like, oh, you are so disrespectful. I'm like, excuse me, I'm very respectful. Ask my dad. I am very respectful. And the reason why I'm respectful towards my dad and everybody else is because they respect me. And my respect does not have to be attached to any tangible thing. It just has to be about you respecting me, then I will respect you back. So this person, I feel like even in the previous relationships that he had been into, he knows nothing about respecting other people, and he wants the stuff that he has to speak for him. So he will be the one person that actually, just the only person who deserves respect in the room is him. So because of that, things could not work out. And yeah, man, premium man, back to premium man. Like I'm saying that my premium guy does not have to have like a whole lot of money. I don't expect money from a dude, but it would be nice for him to pay the bill once in a while, or pay if we're going out. Like, I do not mind having to go out with a guy that we're gonna go 50-50 than having to go out with a guy that is gonna expect me to pay, or he's gonna pay, but after he pays, then I must worship the ground that he walks on. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna worship the ground that you walk on because of the good treatment that you give me, not because you did something for me and in return you feel like now you owe me. No, that's not how it works, So yeah, man, I'm still struggling to figure out whether all these things that are happening right now are a result of me being divorced or me being over 30, because right now we don't force things. If things are not working out, they're not working out. It's okay, it's understandable. They were not meant to work out. I'm not about to sit here and force a relationship for another 10 years where I'm just being treated like trash, and at the end of the day I'll be like, God, why you hate me? No, God does not hate me. I know that God does not hate me, but the only thing that I have to be willing to do is to be, like, I need to be willing to be in a relationship, and I need to feel that you are also willing to be in that relationship for it to work out. Otherwise, if you're not there anymore, not even monkey style can save a relationship which is done. If it is done, it is done, and that's where I'm at right now. And the one thing that I love about where I'm at right now is the fact that I don't have the pressure of having to be somebody else or behave a certain way because nobody's gonna marry me, nobody's gonna be liking me because I am this person. I'm enjoying the fact that whoever that is showing interest in me is here for me. I'm so comfortable in being myself that I take people as they are, and I feel like I never have to impress anybody by being anything else that I'm not. So the fact that me being what I am right now means that whoever that comes into my life must also take me the way that I am. They should take me the way that I am. They should understand the type of content that I create, and they should understand that there are boundaries in place. That's very, very important, because for me, I feel like because the heart wants what it wants, I'm more than willing to date somebody that I love wholeheartedly because they are crossing certain boundaries that they're not supposed to cross. I have boundaries, like solid boundaries, and sometimes these boundaries are so painful even for myself because my heart wants this, but my boundaries that I've established for myself can't allow me or anybody like that. Like, literally, it's like when somebody has committed a crime is crime. If you have committed a crime, you must face jail time, regardless of whether the person who committed the crime is the judge's son or not. If they have committed a crime, they must go to jail. So the boundaries that I've established for myself, regardless of how much my heart loves you, if you're not good for me, if you're not good for my health, then you must go. No matter what, you must go, So I think the other nice thing that comes with the premium men that I'm into right now, they already know themselves, Now I'm talking premium side now. They already know themselves, and they know themselves in a sense that because I'm an authentic person, there's some people who actually see the authenticity in me, in my content, so much that they're not even afraid to be themselves around me because they're like, oh, this one, she really is a very understanding person, and she understands life, understand life. So because of that, then they don't have to pretend anymore. That's what I want. So there are beautiful things about dating in your 30s, you know, and also dating after divorce. But also the sad thing now is when you got divorced and you have no idea what was happening in your marriage, so much that you're gonna jump into another marriage which is far worse than the previous marriage, and then you're gonna cry even far worse than you were crying in your previous marriage, because some people really still, even after getting divorced, they never do the background work to go get their healing, and they still jump into another marriage which is far worse than the previous one, which I feel like is quite sad. And it happens to a lot of ladies, you know. I got married the first time, I got divorced, the second one was far worse than the first one, and this guy is now taking advantage of me because I came with my kids. Basically, that is the long and the short of it. Let's continue with this conversation in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.